Alright, Kayden, here's a little tutorial on how to do the last part that you're working on, the little tab thing that's going to go in the bearing. It's going to have the Baby Yoda face on it. So this is a very small drawing, so I'm going to zoom in here. I'm just going to make a circle. The radius is supposed to be 4 because the diameter of the inside is 8, so I'm going to do 4. I think you've already done this part. And then the thickness of the bearing total is 7. So eventually you're going to have 2 of these, one on either side. So I'm going to divide 7 by 2. That gives me 3.5. And it doesn't have to go all the way to the halfway mark, so I'm just going to make it 3. So this is going to stick inside the hole of the bearing. And I'm going to go ahead and sorry, make this a solid. So right now this is just surfaces. So I have my entity info open. I can see this is a face, this is a surface. So I need to combine these into a solid by making it a group. So I'm going to select everything there, right click and make a group. So now this is a solid. So I could print this. So now I'm going to try to make a face on top of this. So I'm going to draw a circle. Reference the center here if I can find it. Sometimes if you can't find it by going over the edge, you could draw a line. But I found it there, so I'm going to click here. And 15 would completely cover the bearing, so I'm going to make a circle that's 15 radius. So that means it's 30 across. So this will be the surface for my face, and I need to have part of my face, all of my face has to be some thickness. So I'm going to go ahead and extrude this, push pull it. Let's say I want to be a minimum of probably 2 millimeters. Let's do 2.5. So this is just the round face for my Yoda. So now I can either make indentations or things that protrude out. So on yours you had 3 different things. You had some eyes with pupils, and then you had a mouth. So let's say that we want the eyes to stick up, and we want the mouth to go in. So I'm going to start with the mouth. I'm going to go ahead and click here and make a circle for the mouth. And I want this to go inside. So I'm going to push pull this in. Let's say 1 millimeter. There we go. And then I'm going to try to draw 2 eyes. And then another one over here somewhere. You could probably do a better job than me. I'm trying to do this fairly quickly. So now I'm going to have these stick up, but I'm actually going to draw the pupils first. So it has to be a little bit larger than that. Okay, I can push pull these up. So this will be, I'll go up 1 millimeter, so 1, enter, and this one's going to go up 1. So there's a face, and now I need to make that a solid because all of these are just surfaces. So that I can't print this until it's a solid. So I wanted to select everything except for what is already a solid on the bottom. So I'm going to draw a box around this, and then I'm going to hold the shift key down and click on that item to remove it. So everything else is selected. I'm going to right click and make this a group. So this is a solid group. So now I have two solid groups. I have the thing on top and the thing on the bottom. So I need to combine both of these into one solid. So I'm going to use the solid editing tools right here and use the outer shell and just pick one solid and combine it with the other solid. And you should have a solid group. So hopefully that makes sense. And since you're going to make two of these, one for the top and the bottom, you don't really need to make another one unless you want it to be different. Otherwise, we'll just make two of these. We'll print two.